So, number 1 hero Endeavour's scar is way worse than I expected. So what's up guys, Foxen here. First off, for this week's My Hero Academia manga, happy 4th anniversary to the series. That's right, it's been 4 years since the series started, and hopefully it continues way into the 10-year mark and beyond. Shonen Jump even had a full special colored page for this event. And by the way, what are they wearing with that orange clothing? Anyway, as for this chapter, unsurprisingly, there's still a lot of focus on Endeavour. So yeah, damn, look at Endeavour's scar. I think a lot of us were thinking it might be similar to Shoto's, but Endeavour's face got super wasted. It almost looks like this lightning bulb going down half of his face. Endeavour is definitely looking more like a villain now, although in this panel shot, he's looking more like a thug henchman. On the bright side, at least his eye did make it out of this, which I'm kinda surprised. I thought he was gonna lose it. This chapter, one of the things I called last time actually came true, so Endeavour actually has time to start the family healing process, which is really Endeavour just spending more time with his actual family. Although for that to actually happen, I think Endeavour has to put a little bit more effort into it. Endeavour is still a man of few words. I mean, this chapter, you saw him say 1 or 2 things to his actual family. That has to change a little bit. It is nice that you do want to change yourself, but part of that actually involves talking to the actual family you neglected. And right now, there seems to be 3 sides to this. First off, you have one extreme, which is Natsuo. This guy is totally against forgiving him, and I can't blame him. He almost seems to resemble some of the fan base that's sending death threats to the author recently. Then you have perhaps another extreme with Fuyumi. It seems like she's more in line with forgiving Endeavour, or at the very least simply putting it in the past so they all could move forward. Then right in the middle you have Shoto. He seems to be overall neutral with his father right now. Although honestly, I bet that Shoto will come over to Endeavour's side eventually. I mean, Shoto did feel bad when he saw his father almost die on TV. Overall, it does suck that the family issues are continuing, but it would be kinda lazy if everything, or most of it, got resolved in 1 chapter. As for that older brother Toya that Natsuo brings up, is that Dabi perhaps? Right now I'm thinking that Dabi perhaps fake killed himself or fake died. Right now Endeavour can't recognize Dabi since he looks totally different. Let me know what you guys think about the whole Dabi situation. Is his long lost older brother Toya Dabi? And do you think this is being played out way too long? Anyway, as for public opinion regarding Endeavour, no surprise that society and the media is still questioning him. I think that will continue when the media gets an updated look on Endeavour's face. Also interesting to see how Endeavour took 100% of the burden even though other heroes were there. Notably, they're still really pushing that one kid sticking up for Endeavour. And let me talk about that. I get what this kid is doing, and I'm glad to see some support for Endeavour. Although just the way they're doing it with this kid feels a little forced. Does anyone else feel the same? I don't know, perhaps it's just me. That being said, I do like others, different people championing All Might version 2. As for that last panel, that definitely hit me hard. It's almost a complete 180 to what the media was saying for Endeavour. In other words, almost accepting him. Yet on the flip side, in his own thoughts, he's recalling to what All Might built that's slowly disappearing day by day. Endeavour more than anyone would be able to sense this. At this point, it seems like Endeavour doesn't see anything that could replace it. Come on, Endeavour, you gotta start your own Justice League with the top 10. If I recall correctly from the My Hero Academia movie, All Might mentioned how the symbol of peace reduced crime in Japan to 1/3 of what it previously was. Now that All Might is gone, just picture the current active villains being multiplied by 3 times. That would be huge. I got a feeling that Endeavour's completely aware about that. Anyway, as for Hawks' chapter. So, 2 days later and it seems that he already has his full wings back. Or most of them anyway. Hawks did claim another day or 2 until they're fully back. So just imagine 4 days or under a week to get all your feathers back. That is extremely fast. Also interesting to see how good Hawks is at BSing, just covering his tracks when talking to Endeavour. So far I'm glad that Hawks wasn't made out to be this one-note guy that's only secretly working with the enemy. Slowly we're also finding out more about Hawks. This chapter you see a young Hawks that was already a hero by saving people from some accident. Unsurprisingly, this government official kept a close eye on him. Gotta model that perfect hero. This is actually pretty interesting. I'm sure that this was done way more in the past and is still being done in the present. The question is, how many of these cases have actually backfired? Also notice how Hawks Jr. was that Endeavour fan. We got hints of this previously, so here's more proof of that. I'm not sure whether that was an Endeavour shirt or Endeavour plush. As for that last panel shot with Hawks, So far it seems like Hawks doesn't mind getting his hands dirty and doing some of the shady jobs. All of this seems to be for some grand dream in mind. Question is it all about peace, or potentially something more complex? How does Hawks feel about Stain? Definitely let me know what you think about this. I'm sure we're slowly gonna be finding out. By the way, about that bunny hero, turns out she's already super popular online. I've already seen so much artwork for her. But anyway, let me hear from you now. Question of the day. What does Endeavour do now? Will society accept this scarred, villain-looking hero? And how about Dabi? Will Dabi's secret take a lot longer to be fully revealed? Is it taking too long? And about Hawks, what do you think this dream is that he's working towards? Anyway, be sure to Detroit smash that thumbs up and subscribe. Right now I'm covering My Hero Academia Season 3 and the manga weekly. For Attack on Titan Season 3, recently I did a video covering all the changes for Episode 1. I put a lot of work into that, so you definitely don't want to miss it. And I'll see you guys later.